I'm Sunday Adesedi, a teacher in about 13 different secondary schools in Lagos State, springing from late 70s to 80s. I know Brother Demola Bolaji very well. In those good old days at Jeffrey Martin Memorial College, Ikmori, he was one of the students I came across in that school. And by then I was teaching physics in that school. I was in science labs. And I know him very well because apart from being in science class, he offered additional mathematics with his colleagues like Pama, Sheyi, Kolawole, Dr. Pama. Coincidentally, I happened to enter the Celestial Fold in 1988 during the time of Baba Olarinde, who retired at Makoko as most superior evangelist. That was when I came into the Celestial Fold. And by then, I discovered that most of the students in Jimmy Martin, being a Muslim school, were also in Celestial too, in which Brother Demola played a very prominent role in their life, especially in preaching, spreading the word of God. In fact, it was an enigma of the century, an enigma. I won't say genius, but he so much loved the word of God. And when I came into Oreofe Parish, I started as an Oniwori. Within the last of 1 year's period, I discovered that this Demola Bolaji, every time, he always going about with his company, preaching the word of God to them, all the time. Even in the school that is a Muslim school, he featured as an outstanding Christian in that school, to the extent that anytime they are free, instead of roaming about or wasting their time in the premises, he preaching the word of God. And I continue asking Wadiwola, are you going to be a pastor in future or what? Because I used to clash with him in those days. I was sincere. Because all the time, it is the word of God. It came this day when Sheyi Smobi came to beg me that he wanted to make sure he scattered Demola and his children. Then I called Mama Sheyi. Mama Sheyi and the son, they ran around the church that day about 7 times, to the extent that Mommy fall down. Then I now called Mommy. I said, look, Mama, there's nothing you can do with Demola and his entourage. Leave them. As long as they are preaching the word of God. There's nothing. And being a military woman, I find it difficult to convince her. Only year 2 came in and tried to pacify the woman. Only year 2 was our shepherd by then. Now, along the line, he started his Greater Tomorrow group from that angle. And he has been moving well with those children, keeping them in company with the word of God. Then there was this day when we were conducting Sunday Bible class in Oreofe Parish. That was why I discovered that this is a special breed in this arena. That day, Brother Demola read the longest chapter in the Bible, Psalm 119, off air, without mixing word at all. Then I was shocked. Since that day, I said, this is not an ordinary person. There's nothing anybody can do. And he wants to become an archbishop or a cardinal in future. Not even a shepherd. Because you have a lot of pseudo-podia shepherds in Celestia now, who cannot even convince anybody in the way they parade themselves as shepherds. But Brother Demola was so fantastic. So I thank God for his life. And a lot of people have gone to abroad through him, and they are still loyal to him. And he has been able to keep a very good, resilient company in Celestial Fold called Greater Tomorrow. I wish them well. I think they meant well for the church, and I hope the elders should cooperate with them. That most of the things they are even doing in that group, if it could be introduced into the church system, it will go a long way to boost the moral of Celestia worldwide, not only in Nigeria, but across the globe and across the four corners of the world. So I wish Brother Noah well in his 50th birthday. I won't call it 50, I will call it half a century, because I know people like that will last long, like Biblical Moses, where was was a very simple student, very accommodating, and very obedient. But his principle, if he believes in a cause, there's nothing you can do. He will carry it out, regardless of the way the parents will look at it. He will always obey that is principle geometrically. It's a very fine student. I know I told you, it's the creed of the brilliant boys that offer further additional mathematics. It's peculiar to science class, you know. So, and he was in that class that time. I wish him a happy birthday, many happy returns. I wish we should do like this one. He celebrating his 80th birthday, 90th birthday, 110 years birthday.